Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Boysono, and you're watching MediaPlex live at 1. This morning, a protest was held regarding the case of Cassie Cake and her unborn child outside of the Ontario Court of Justice in downtown Windsor. Melissa Imuni reports.
Protesters gathered outside the courthouse today to protest at the preliminary trial for the murder of Cassie Cake. Matthew Brush has been charged with first-degree murder. Jeff Durham says the protest is to bring justice not just for Cassie, but as well Molly, her unborn child.
I don't know if I could say I'm hopeful, but I know that this insanity that is legally being allowed needs to be corrected.
The University of Windsor is making sure they do all they can to help victims of sexual assault on campus. Their newest policy is in the final stages before it is officially launched, and they're looking for feedback before it is finished. Caleb Workman has the full story.
I think that when implemented, it will make a difference. It will not just be another policy. It will make a difference in the lives of our students, and that's important.
That's what Clayton Smith, Dean of Students for the University of Windsor, said about their newest policy. The University of Windsor has been working on and creating a standalone policy to deal with acts of sexual violence on campus. The policy underlines and stresses issues such as what a survivor is, what a bystander is, and how to address an act of sexual violence as a victim or a bystander. Dua Triki, a University of Windsor Student Alliance senator, has been working with the Policies Committee on the project since its early stages.
It's going to help women, especially victims of sexual violence on campus, to get support, help, counseling that they need. In addition to that, it is creating a culture and setting a precedent that sexual violence on our campus here at University of Windsor is not tolerated or accepted.
Jessica Tetro, president of Jack.org for the University of Windsor, said it's important for all universities to have some policy in place against sexual violence.
People a lot of times are getting away with these things, and universities are, playing it down. That's obviously not cool, so it's really important that we start actually punishing people for these things, and that the perpetrator shouldn't be allowed to graduate while the victim has to go through these things for the rest of their life that they were assaulted. So
the University of Windsor is asking students, faculty, and staff to take a look at the policy for any possible revisions that need to be made. All reviews are due by January 29th. The University of Windsor is hoping to have the final policy by the end of February 2016. For MediaPlex News, I'm Caleb Workman.
And now turning to weather. Today, we can expect wet snow with a high of 3 degrees Celsius. Overnight, it will be partly cloudy and -5, and tomorrow will be mainly sunny with the high of -2. It's winter, and Ojibwe Park is an oasis for all the birds that don't fly south the winter. And Rhiannon Lotz explains, not only for the birds, but for the people as well.
Bird watching, or just birding, is an increasingly popular hobby for people to have, especially in Windsor-Essex County with Ojibwe Park, Holiday Beach, and Point Pelee so near. People come from all over North America and even the world to get a glimpse of the many species the area has to boast. Tom Prenny, a naturalist at Ojibwe Park, has seen people from as far away as the UK visit just for the birding and understands just how popular the activity is becoming.
It's one of the fastest growing hobbies right now in North America, and each year, especially in the springtime, we get hundreds of people come out to birdwatch in our park.
In fact, many outdoor activities are becoming increasingly popular all over Canada, including hunting, biking, and camping. According to the Canadian Nature Survey, 75% of adult Canadians have been regularly participating in nature-based recreation. 18% of adults in Canada go birding. This increase in outdoor activities and an interest in nature has led to many different groups and organizations being formed, including the Essex County Field Naturalists Club, of which Carl Maialani is a part.
It's a charitable organization, it's a nonprofit kind of company, if you will, and its focus is on everything nature.
Birding has become so popular that it's even influenced pop culture. There have been movies made about birding, including The Big Ear starring Jack Black and the local film The Birder. For MediaPlex News, I'm Rhiannon Lotz.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Tyler Boysono, and you've been watching MediaPlex live at 1.